Imagine walking into a store on June 25, 2026. You drop up to $100 for the most highly anticipated video game in history.
Right, the big day everyone is waiting for.
Yeah, and you open the box to find, well, absolutely nothing inside. Welcome to this custom deep dive. We've got a massive stack of sources for you today.
We're talking news articles, viral financial breakdowns, and some furiously heated Reddit threads.
Exactly. Our mission is to decode the unprecedented economics behind Grand Theft Auto 6 and why its launch is triggering this massive debate about media ownership.
Yeah, I mean, pre-order pricing alone is a jolt. You're looking at $79.99 for the standard edition and $99.99 for the ultimate.
Okay, let's unpack this, because to grasp that $80 entry fee, we really have to look at the sheer mind-boggling scale of the financial risk Take-Two is taking here.
It's definitely staggering. Based on the analyst reports and our sources, the development budget for GTA 6 sits at $1.5 billion.
Wait, really?
Yes, $1.5 billion.
I mean, they basically built the world's tallest skyscraper just inside a digital sandbox.
Yeah, if we connect this to the bigger picture, $1.5 billion actually is the construction cost of the Burj Khalifa.
Oh, wow. Millions of lines of code instead of steel and glass.
Exactly. But unlike a physical skyscraper, this digital one has a wild payoff. Analysts expect the publisher to recoup its entire budget in a matter of days.
Wait, days? If they are projecting to make all that money back almost instantly, why risk angering their massive fan base with, a highly controversial release strategy?
Well, because when your initial investment is that astronomical, you don't just want a fast recoup. You need absolute control over the long-term revenue.
Right, which means killing a secondary market.
Exactly. By removing the physical disc, the publisher eliminates manufacturing costs, but more importantly, no used game sales.
No trading it in.
Right, no lending it to a friend. Every single future player has to buy a license directly from the publisher, ensuring 100% of the profits stay in-house.
Here's where it gets really interesting, though. If you go to retail and buy the physical box for GTA 6, you are literally just getting a digital-only code printed on an insert.
Just a piece of paper, yeah.
I have to push back on this value proposition. Are consumers essentially just paying up to $100 for an empty plastic case and a permission slip?
Well, I wouldn't just call it a permission slip. I mean, from the developer's perspective, that code grants you access to a continuously updated, living digital world.
Sure, but it's still just a code.
Right. But modern games of this scale are simply too large and dynamic to fit on a static Blu-ray disc anymore. The code is your gateway to a constantly evolving infrastructure.
I hear that, but a gateway can be locked. Like when I look at the YouTube transcripts and Reddit threads in our stack, the backlash is fierce.
Oh, absolutely. People are upset.
Yeah, players are actively mourning the death of physical media, and their primary concern is preservation.
Right, because this audience knows exactly how DRM and server-side authentication work.
Exactly. If your access requires a digital handshake with the publisher, what happens in a decade when those servers inevitably shut down?
Yeah, what's fascinating here is how this reframes the very concept of digital ownership.
It really does.
Players are realizing that physical media used to function like owning a personal generator. You had the game, you had the power to run it completely off the grid.
Right. It was completely yours.
But a digital code is like being plugged into a city's power grid. It's incredibly convenient and it allows for massive scale, but you are entirely at the mercy of the provider.
If they flip the switch, you go dark.
Exactly.
Yeah. So what does this all mean? For you, the listener, the launch of GTA 6 isn't just a video game release.
No, not at all.
It is a massive financial experiment testing the absolute limits of digital-only distribution.
Right. Seeing what consumers will trade away for access to a cultural phenomenon. It really sets a precedent.
Because if the biggest entertainment property in history successfully normalizes the empty box, the rest of the industry will unquestionably follow.
They'll all do it.
Which leaves us with a completely different question to ponder as we wrap up. If the most expensive entertainment product in human history doesn't physically exist in your hands, does anyone truly own their media anymore?
Or are we just slowly transitioning into a world where we indefinitely rent our entertainment?
And if software is no longer a physical object you need to put into a disk drive, how long until the hardware follows?
That is the big question.
Are we nearing a future where the video game console itself becomes completely obsolete, replaced by a simple app on our TVs? Something to think about.